Thought for the day. It would serve us well to do a better job of putting ourselves higher up on our own to-do list.
Welcome to 7 Minutes for Yourself. I'm Christina Aina, and I'm so glad you've joined me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. Let's take this time to reconnect with ourselves and improve our well-being.
In today's episode of 7 Minutes for Yourself, we discuss creating our own work-life blend by identifying our priority. Have a listen.
I've got 3 tips for you today about how to create for yourself your own work-life blend. First, get clear on your priority in every given moment. So, the word priority is singular, and yet we have somehow turned it into a plural, priorities, which actually takes away from the meaning, because priority means one thing that needs our devoted attention. Each part of our day is an opportunity to hone in on a priority. We might have a different priority first thing in the morning than we do midday, than we do in the evening. Part of the work-life blend is to still have clarity around each priority at any given time. So you can put all of your attention there instead of feeling fractured and fragmented. It's not about compartmentalization. It is about integration. And the way to be integrated is to have clarity on what your priority is in any given moment so that your attention can be carefully and clearly honed in right there. The second tip I have is bringing the fullness of who you are into everything that you do. So you're not showing up as a different person in business as you are in your personal life. The integration of work-life balance is no longer being on high alert and packaging yourself to be digestible in a certain way, but to actually be able to show up as you in everything that you do. So there is no sort of covering up or hiding or role that you play or persona to hide behind, regardless of where you are. You don't have to remember to show up this way over here and that way over there. Bring the fullness of who you are into every opportunity, into every interaction, into every circumstance and situation. The third tip is boundaries. So even though we're blending work life, we still need to have boundaries in place. So once again, boundaries are our limits around what we will or will not do, tolerate, or accept. So when we are engaging with the priority we've set and that we are honoring, we need our boundaries in place to keep ourselves focused. So let's say we are devoting a certain period of time to writing. The boundary around that time needs to be held. No phone calls, no emails, no texts. What do we need to put into place to make sure we're undisturbed? Similarly, let's say we are having lunch with a friend or a family member. We also get to put in place specific boundaries around that. We have to remember that we set the boundary and we hold the boundary. So whenever we have that impulse to answer the phone in the middle of dedicated writing time, or we have the impulse to check our email while we're out at lunch with a friend. We have to remember that we are then crossing the boundaries that we set for ourselves. Having clearly defined periods of time throughout the day to focus on what is the priority at that given moment is what will keep us on track and support us in staying integrated instead of fragmented. And this is the key to work-life blending.
That concludes today's episode of 7 Minutes for Yourself. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on Apple Podcasts. Today and every day with your kiddo is a gift. Enjoy it. Thanks for tuning in.